Hey, so today I've basically been watching YouTube videos all day, and I have watched two that really stood out to me. Marlena Stell did a hooded eye class, and Allana Davison did a video where she followed someone's cut crease, and then she followed Jessica Alba's face makeup, which is kind of like Scott Barnes style almost. But even though I do semi cut crease looks, I've never done an actual cut my entire crease out like she did in this video. So if I can figure out how to edit anything, I'm gonna try to put a couple little clips down here. If not, I might just throw in some screenshots of different steps along the way, if that makes sense. So she started with her eyes, which is completely backwards for me, and she always does her makeup face makeup first too. So it's completely backwards, but I'm gonna try it. I have my TATI palette here. She used MAC shadows, and I do have the skin tone shade that she used in her, so I might use a little of this, but I might switch it up a little bit. I kind of just wanted to play around and do a couple things that I've never done before, so I figured I might as well record it and see if it comes out okay, and then also if it doesn't, that's okay too. So first I'm going to go into Soothe, and I'm just going to put that in my crease. And since I do have hooded eyes, I'm going to bring this shade up pretty high, and then I'm going to cut my crease a little bit above where my actual crease is, so you can see that there is a cut crease going on. But when Allana Davison was doing her spin on, I think her name was Katie's cut crease, on the first eye that she did, she noticed that you really kind of have to build up the color in order for it to have the effect that you want it to. If it's not dark enough, it's just kind of gonna blend away into where you are cutting the crease, if that makes sense. So I'm just building this up slowly. And now that I have that down, I'm gonna go in and grab some of Ritual and deepen my crease up even more. And I'm trying to remember to, usually I would keep this super dark color directly right in the deepest part of my crease, but since I'm kind of making a faux crease, I need to bring this darker shade up a little higher than I usually would. So this is kind of scary to do. Oh, and I'm supposed to be winging this out. Alright, now that I have those two shades down, I'm going to go in with my fluffier brush again. I'm going to go back into Soothe and really buff all of this in, out. Do you buff in or do you buff it out? I've never even thought about it before. I'm not taking it all the way up to my brow, but there's not much space. But I also don't have a ton of space there anyway. I'm going to go in with another, like I was saying, I'm going to go in with another fluffy brush. I'm going to take Aura, and I'm going to put that all the way up at my brow bone, just to kind of blend that out a little more. I have one place that does not want to blend out right here. I don't think it's the shadows, because I've used these about 1,000,000 times. And that looks better in person. I'm not sure if it looks better on the camera or not. But now I'm gonna go in, and she says that the original maker of this look used Shape Tape. So I'm gonna take a little of that on my hand with a just rounded flat brush and try to go in and cut the crease. I'm gonna start right where my actual crease is, and then I'm gonna take it up from there a little bit. Okay, I can still see plenty of it with my eye open, so I think I'm gonna leave that there. And this is where she went in with the matte shade. This is Blanc Type. So I think I'm gonna go in with this and Aura from the Tati palette. And just kind of, I don't wanna say pack it on there, but oh wow. The Tati palette is so much more pigmented. Okay, now that that is all set down, I think I'm gonna go in with, I have this little brush here. I'm gonna take just a tiny bit of Soothe, and I'm gonna kind of try to touch up what I messed up here. Okay, I think that is as good as I'm ever going to be able to get it, so I'm just gonna leave it before I mess it up. Next, she went in with the Urban Decay Heavy Metal liquid liners, and she went in with Starfire, and I have Starfire, so I'm also gonna go in with Starfire. So when she was putting this on, she has kind of hooded eyes, pretty much like mine. She kind of held her head back and then did a line and really let it dry before, I'm not gonna be able to talk while I do this, drew the line and really let it dry before she like looked back up like this. So I'm gonna look a little bit crazy for a few minutes. Okay, so that is how that is looking. I definitely lose a little bit of the sparkle, well, all of the sparkle when I open my eye completely, but I'm not sure if I should mess with it or just leave it. I think we're gonna leave it for now. I might go back in later and try to add a little more, but I don't want to mess up what I've already done because I feel like it's gone better than I should have. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye real quick, and I will be right back to do the face. Okay, so this is both eyes done. Well, not done, but both of the creases cut. I don't know about this. I feel like it might all really come together nicely once like liner and lashes are on. So I'm gonna go in with a liquid liner in black, and this is stressing me out because like these are not even, so I know that the liner isn't gonna, this is not gonna be, but we're just playing with makeup, so it's all good. So I think the whole point was to kind of bring your wing up to meet that glitter. So that's what I'm doing. If that's not the point, then I completely just messed the whole thing up, but that's okay. Alright, so that is one eye lined. Oh, my eye is watering like crazy right now. I feel like every time I try to do anything like different than what I do every day, my eye is just like, no, you're a basic bitch. Stop. Just stop. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lashes over here because I really want to see how this whole eye look comes together, and then I will do the other eye. Okay, so I built that up just a little bit. It does look really good. It's very like separating. It's not very volumizing, but I do like it. I'm gonna go in with Velour lashes. I just grabbed the one that I'm about to put on, but they are like 3/4 lashes, so they're just gonna be on the very outer 2/3 of my eye, because I don't want to cover up everything that I just did. Since they're not full lashes, it's kind of weird to put them on. I really like those. That's so cool. It has a really nice like finishing look, but without making it so intense. I mean, they're still like obviously there, but they don't look super fake. They look like you just have really nice lashes. So let me go and throw some liner and lashes on this eye, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back again, and I have both eyes basically done. I still need to do the lower lash line, but I'm going to do that after the face. I'm going to copy Allana Davison copying Jessica Alba. So, God only knows what could go wrong here. I could completely just not do any of it right, but we will see. And I'm going to bed after this, so it really does not matter if I mess my face up too bad. I'm just gonna wipe it right off. So this is a lot like the Scott Barnes technique that he did on Tati and he does on JLo and all that stuff. You go in with your contour and concealer, and then you go in with a tinted moisturizer to kind of blend it all out. So I figured it would be like a really quick way to do your makeup. So we're gonna see about that. This is the Westman Atelier contour stick. I think I'm gonna not even attempt to do the nose right now. And then I have these, well, it's a liquid bronzer, and I just wanted to take a couple little dots on each side. It's Bare Minerals Bare Pro Glow in the shade Faux Tan. It's been a really long day. I'm just gonna say that. And these have like such a super duper runny feel to them. This has a tiny little hint of shimmer in it, and I'm really just putting it directly over where I put the contour. Probably didn't really need it under my chin. Now she went in with concealer. I'm gonna go in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear concealer, and I feel like I use more product when trying to do anything like this. I haven't specifically done this technique. Alright, now that I have the contour, bronzer, concealer all laid down, she went in with a tinted moisturizer. I'm going to go in with this skin tint just because, you know, I don't want to layer and layer and layer too much more. So this is the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint, and it has SPF 40. I'm going to drop just a couple, that's too much. I'm going to drop some on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take, I think she just took her sponge, grabbed some, and then just like started blending. I'm going to go in on all of the light places first before I move on to blending out that bronzer and contour. I never do my eyes before my face makeup, so the last time I attempted anything like this, I like put my sponge directly on my eyeshadow, and I was so upset. So I'm very cautious not to do that right now. And I thought I was going to use so much more product and feel so much cakier, but I actually don't, because I feel like I'm not using so much foundation. And instead of having foundation under my contour and everything, it's just contour and bronzer, if that made any sense at all. Now I have the creasiest under eyes ever. I need to go in and set those real quick. I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish in 2. And first, I'm gonna tap out the creases that have already formed. And take some of this, set that right away. And I used to be super heavy on the powder, and I also used to think that I had oily skin, so I didn't know what I was talking about. But I'm just gonna set right where I need to right now, and then at the end I might go in with just a tiny bit more, but I am gonna go in with a cream blush, so I don't want to put too much powder on my cheeks. I'm gonna go in with this Ilia multi-stick multi-use in At Last, and it's a really pretty just kind of mauve shade. I'm gonna take some on my hand and really warm it up, and then I'm gonna take the butt of my sponge, pick a little bit up, and tap it on. This is a super quick way to do your makeup though. I actually might start doing it like this. This has taken me like 5 minutes to do my entire face makeup, which never happened. Now, the eyes, on the other hand, are a completely different story, but I do like how like nice and fresh this looks. I love this blush too. That's such a pretty pink color. Now I'm gonna go in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder Stuff in light, and I'm just going to dust a little tiny bit just to set all of those creams down, because there is quite a bit of cream product on my face. Alright, I'm going to do my lower lash line real quick. I'm just gonna throw some of Soothe under there, I think, nothing crazy. Run that along here. And in Marlena's video earlier today, she was saying that when you do have hooded eyes, when you put a shadow on your lower lash line, it really helps to kind of open your eye up, which doesn't make sense to me, but I do believe that it works. So, you know, I think a lot of things with makeup are kind of just like trial and error, and I think I just want to kind of leave it like that. I don't want to bring too much darkness to the bottom lash line, and I'm really liking where this is right now, so I kind of just want to like let it be. I'm going to highlight and throw on a lip, I think, and I will be done. So that was super quick face makeup. I really like that. Alright, I threw on just a little highlighter out of my MAC Hyper Real Glow Kit. I used these two shades right here. I threw this in my inner corner and on my brow bone, and I went in with my Patrick Ta lip liner in She's Proud, and my Fenty Gloss Bomb in Sweet Mouth, which is my favorite nude combination ever. My phone very rudely cut me off there, so like I was saying, I hope y'all have a great day, night, evening, weekend, morning, wherever it is, wherever you are, and stay safe with everything going on. I hope that everyone is just being kind to each other, because right now, everything's crazy and people in grocery stores are not nice, and why not just be nice? Just give the person in front of you a compliment. If you're thinking something nice about them, just say it. It's not gonna hurt anyone. And yeah, I hope you're having a good one, and I hope you're not going too stir crazy. I will see you in the next one. There will probably be many more these next upcoming weeks since I don't have much to do, and yeah, I will see you then.